thought for about the sixth game in a row, our guys have come out, maybe even more than that, six, but our guys have come out and played very hard, played great D. We gave up, 22 at half, 20, and that was on a three-point shot foul. So, our defense is carrying us, but we're playing, 42 points and a half is pretty good too, so I wouldn't complain much about our offense. Now, the second half we got stale, but anyway, it's a good win. This team is tough to beat. I felt like we had a chance to beat them there. The first time go around, we let it get away from us. But we're playing a little bit smarter. I think we're playing harder and smarter and rebounding the ball better now than we did back then. And that's a lot of it right there. With the win, we're in second place. We're tied with them because they lost tonight. So the game is very important. I'd like to see more people there. I'm not sure what the problem is. If you can help me put that out there. Why? Why are the crowd's not bigger when these guys are playing, at a level? I mean, let's face it. And during football, people say, "I'm not gonna go. The football team's not winning." Well, I mean, I'm not telling you we're the greatest team in the league, or in the whatever. I'm telling you, it's pretty entertaining, I think. So why are we not here? And there ought to be. With the size of our university and the size of our town, there ought to be 5,000-6,000 people out there, in my opinion, every game, if we're playing well. Now, I'm saying if we're not playing well and we're not fun to watch, that's a different story. But I beg to differ. If somebody says, "Oh, you're not playing hard and your kids aren't playing hard, they're not playing well together," I'd be a loud argument between me and whoever said that. I think it's going to put one team behind. Georgia Southern has to play Georgia State. Little Rock has to go to Georgia State. Little Rock has to go to its rival, Arkansas State. And then they got to play the two Louisiana schools at home. So, all we can do is take care of our business and hope we get a little help from people. Well, he shot the ball well tonight. He was, 3 for 4 from the three. I think that was key. He's playing, golly, 36 and a half minutes, and we're working him out there, and he did a great job tonight. He's probably MVP of the game, tonight's game. So, but there were, we had Shelby Adams. Shelby had 8 rebounds. That was big. Nigel obviously played a good game, 20 and 5, and shot the ball well. But, Marlon was our second leading scorer with 16, but, he had some timely threes that just kind of kept him at bay, I thought. So I was glad to see that. Very happy for him. I want Mason back. Mason's a very good basketball player. We love him back. But, we got to hold ground. I'm hopefully he won't be there Saturday, but hopefully he'll be there for UTA the last 2 games. They bought into the defense better. I think they bought in, and the rebounding, defense and the rebounding. If you watched our games, we were up on these guys 16-1. We were up on some other teams early by large margins, and we just would let it melt away. And but we've now out-rebounded opponents. I want to say 3 out of the last 4, 4 out of the last 5 games. And I think our defense, I don't know if anybody shot. Not many people have shot over 40% against us, field goal percent. So, they bought in, and it's not that they weren't listening, but I just felt like they just didn't really take that extra step to get it that they have now. Nobody here's got children 18 to 22, do they? You'll wait till you do, because they're going to have a lot of answers, and they're going to know more than you are, and they're going to think you're stupid and dumb until they go away, and then they'll come back and say, "Mom and Dad aren't so dumb after all." Well, that's what kind of happens with basketball teams. Sometimes when it's early, they think, "Coach, man, you preach, and then you lose a bunch of games, close games like we did. And I just told them, if you would go 10% more, 10 to 20% more, if you would rebound better by 20%, if you would play defense better by 20%, if we'd make the extra pass, y'all would be in a great place right now. And we just I think it kind of clicked with them.
What do you feel like was different tonight?
A lot of film.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of film, just, you know, preparing for it. Coach did a good job of just getting us in positions, getting us in our spots. You know, we just had to settle down and just play basketball and just move the ball. And we knew they switch a lot, so we knew somehow they were going to get confused. Yeah, for sure. Go ahead, bro.
I shot terrible. You know what?
I mean, yeah, we shot, you know, I mean, we not really known for making a lot of threes. You know, that's just how our system is. But it's good to see when we go. I think we just went 6-15. I mean, yeah, that's a good percentage. So can't ask for anything more. You know, we won the game, so obviously it was enough.
Ibaka. I mean, it energizes us a lot because, like, when we get blocks, that means we all enter it, like, no matter what. Like, even if you don't block it, you try to block it. I mean, we know, like, we locked in together. So, I mean, that right there must have been, it was big.
Just repetition in practice, you know. A lot of reps this week, a lot of shots just by myself in the gym alone. So that's where confidence is built. So that's how I had to get it.
It was the same as always. We're going to take it one game at a time. So day by day, that's all. We can't get too high. We can't get too low.
Right. Yeah, just piggybacking off what Zay said, we know, like, everything, if we just handle our business, everything's just going to fall into place. Yeah, so we just got to keep going day by day, one game at a time, possession by possession.
Not at all.
We playing for ourselves. We don't play for, like, anybody outside. We doing it for us. So your brother got your back, then you got the confidence, you got the confidence to go all out 100% on whatever shot you want to take, whatever defensive stance you want to take. We're behind you all the way.